What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'll be going over vectors and scalars and the type of quantities they are. This is just a brief introduction, and I'll just be talking about their definitions and just giving some examples of them. These are really important ideas for physics, and in future videos I plan on showing you guys the important tools that we learn with these to do operations with them. So let's hop right into it. So I want you guys to imagine, alright, a car going 50 miles per hour, 50 meters per second, whatever way we can measure its speed or its how fast it's going. Alright, so there's so that starts us off with a definition of a scalar. Alright, so we use numbers to we use numbers to define and quantize how much is something. Well, if we have just a magnitude, a size, a magnitude, a size, or how much, this is like a size and a quantity. It's a scalar. It can't be negative. And we always take the absolute value of it, pretty much. And let me give an example. So distance, okay, and speed. So if I throw a ball, sorry guys, if I throw a ball, okay, this ball, and it goes around a path, okay. All right, the total distance, I'll be talking about how far it traveled throughout the path, okay. Or speed. This car, it's just going 50 meters per second. We don't know which direction it is, so it's a scalar. All right, but so this is useful. This is useful for for giving everything quantity, but when we actually talk about the ideas behind direction, when we add direction to things, it opens our world. It opens our world up. It expands our horizons to explain other phenomena such as collisions and force and velocity, free fall, chemical reactions, and chemical reactions causing explosions, so on and so forth. So with that, when we add direction to this idea, we get a vector. So a vector quantity has magnitude and direction. So it has a magnitude, of size, the quantity. The magnitude, the size, the quantity, and the direction it goes in. Okay. So so for an example, all right. So when we say direction, going 50 meters to the right. Oh, sorry, guys. You guys can't see that. To the right, or to the left. Okay. Or up, or down, or north, so on and so forth. That's a vector. So a classic physics example is a ball is thrown 50 meters to the right. How what is its acceleration? And so some ideas some ideas behind these quantities. So a vector. So some examples. We have like speed or velocity. So velocity tells us how fast an object is going, and also tells us what direction it's going. And so, or even acceleration, displacement. So that means from point A to point B. So how far object travels from point A to point B. Okay. And lastly, pretty much, let's talk about, so pretty much we have a convention. So normally, with direction we have positive and, so we have positive and negative. And that's how we get negative quantities. So it can be negative. Okay. And so the easiest way to show this is with the XY axis. XY coordinate planes. So pretty much anything going to the right or the positive x-axis is positive, or going up the y-axis, the positive y-axis is positive. So going up and down, so that it's positive. All right. Whereas if we go to the right, or I mean left, or down, we have negative. Okay. So there's more we could do with vectors. We could break them apart. We could break the vectors apart. We could add the vectors, subtract the vectors, multiply, divide the vectors into pieces. Whatever operation we could do, whatever operation we could do with a scalar quantity. All right. So a scalar quantity, also wanted to say, is just a normal number, whereas a vector quantity tells us a direction. So if we have a negative vector, so the sign always indicates direction. So positive means positive direction. Or it sticks to convention. Whereas a negative direction means it's a negative direction. It's an opposite of convention. Okay. So lastly, let's just review what's going on. So we have two new ideas brought to us: vectors and scalars. Vector quantities have size, magnitude, and direction, allowing things like velocity, acceleration, and displacements. Whereas scalar quantities only have a magnitude, a size, or a quantity, and it can't be negative. And we always take the absolute value. Distance and speed are examples. So if you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys found this helpful, please leave a like on the video. Also subscribe to the channel for more content. Leave a comment down below. How can I improve the channel to make the videos better? Also, any topics you guys want me to cover down below. And if you guys want me to do specific examples for you guys, I've left this in a comment in my past videos. Either email me the exact problem you guys want me to at theswissarmytutor@gmail.com, which will be in the pinned comment down below. And also DM me on Instagram, this YT_the Swiss Army Tutor, with all the problem details and exactly what concept you're trying to show. And if it gets featured in the video, I'll shout you guys out in that video. If it's not in the video, definitely in the comments I will. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.